Map 2 Grow Presents. 5 signs that your relationship is over. Before starting the video, if you are new here, please subscribe. No one wants to think that their relationship is over. It's a scary thought, and one that can be hard to accept. But sometimes, it's just the reality of the situation. If you're wondering whether or not your relationship is on the rocks, here are 5 signs that it might be time to call it a quit. Number 1. You're always arguing. If you find yourself constantly arguing with your partner, it may be a sign that your relationship is over. All couples argue from time to time, but if it feels like you're always arguing, it's a sign that something is wrong. If you're always arguing, it means that you're not able to communicate effectively with each other. This can lead to resentment and bitterness, and can eventually cause the relationship to unravel. If you find yourself in this situation, it's important to try to talk things out calmly and reasonably. If you can't seem to resolve your differences, it may be time to seek professional help or consider ending the relationship. Number 2. You're growing apart. It happens to the best of couples. You find yourself growing apart from your partner. It's not that you don't love them anymore, it's just that your lives have changed and you're no longer on the same page. This can be a difficult thing to deal with, but it doesn't necessarily mean that your relationship is over. If you're willing to work at it, you can get back to a place where you're closer than ever. But if you're not willing to put in the effort, then it might be time to move on. Number 3. You're not having fun anymore. If you're not having fun anymore, it may be a sign that your relationship is over. Fun is an essential part of any relationship, and if you're not enjoying yourself, it's likely that the relationship isn't meeting your needs. There are many reasons why relationships lose their spark, and it's often a combination of several factors. If you're not having fun anymore, take a step back and assess what might be missing from the relationship. Is there something you're no longer doing that used to make you happy? Are you feeling neglected or unimportant? It's important to communicate with your partner about your needs and wants. If you don't feel like you can talk to them about what's going on, it may be a sign that the relationship is already over. Number 4. You're not being yourself. It's normal to have disagreements and arguments with your partner from time to time, but if you're constantly fighting and never seem to be able to see eye to eye, it could be a sign that your relationship is over. If you're not being yourself in the relationship, whether that's because you're trying to please your partner or you're holding back how you really feel, it's likely that the relationship isn't fulfilling for either of you. Communication is key in any relationship, so if you're not able to openly communicate with your partner about what's going on, it may be time to call it quits. Number 5. There's no trust. If you don't trust each other, your relationship is built on a foundation of sand. Trust is essential for any relationship to thrive. Without trust, there is no respect, communication, or intimacy. If you can't trust your partner, your relationship is doomed. What to do if your relationship is over? If you're in a relationship that you feel may be coming to an end, there are some things you can do to make the process easier. First, it's important to accept that the relationship is over. This can be difficult, but it's necessary in order to move on. Once you've accepted that the relationship is over, try to end things on good terms. This means having a conversation with your partner about why the relationship is ending and what each of you will do next. If possible, try to remain friends or at least cordial with your ex-partner. This can make the transition easier and help you both move on more quickly. Finally, take some time for yourself after the breakup. This is a chance to focus on your own happiness and well-being. Do things that make you feel good, such as spending time with friends and family, pursuing hobbies, or taking care of yourself physically and emotionally. If you're in a relationship that is no longer fulfilling, it can be tough to admit that it's time to move on. But sometimes, it's better to end things before they become toxic. Hope these 5 signs will help you to understand your terms with your partner. If you are facing any of these signs in your relationship, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe Map 2 Grow for more videos.